Hello there, this is WCR Movies, and this is the first ever commentary I've done for Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on the Wii U. In this video, it's Domination. I'm using the MTAR class. Early on, the game's quite quiet actually, but it really builds up later on and I get a good score. What I wanted to talk about here was the recent Call of Duty Ghosts reveal. The multiplayer reveal was just hours ago at the time of recording this, and I was pretty impressed with it. There was nothing massive that blew me away, except for one moment where, get this, they showed a woman character. It's kind of disappointing that it's actually taken this long, but you can now play as a woman in Call of Duty. There was a big cheer from the crowd when that happened, but that's great. And also, of course, inclusion of dogs as like your guard dogs and everything is just brilliant, obviously. But yeah, it's one of the best new additions, I'd say. There's loads of new game modes announced. There's 7, I think, but one of them, God, I can't remember the name now. It's horrible. Cranked. This game mode is where when you kill someone, you gain speed and perks that increase your speed, like sleight of hand, extreme conditioning, but you've only got 30 seconds to kill someone else after you've done this, or you explode. This is definitely a pretty inventive new game type, and it looks completely crazy. They showed a live gameplay of it at the event, and if you're a camper, this is not a mode for you, basically. It was completely frantic and fast-paced, and it actually looked really, really brilliant. Adrenaline rush everywhere, I guess. But there was just so many little additions, like the knee slide, not a dolphin dive, but a knee slide. Being able to lean around corners, being able to shoot as you jump over or mantle barriers, obstacles. It just looks like it's added more smoothness to the game, more pace, so that you're not being slowed down all the time. You can keep a really fast flowing motion throughout the map. And something else that was interesting is how, like a lot of other developers with their new games for the next gen consoles, they've been including second screen functionality. It's a bit like Call of Duty Elite used to be, but it's more adapted to phones and tablets and that sort of thing. You can change your class on the go, on your smartphone. You can look online, I guess, look at your stats. It doesn't look anything revolutionary, but it's a bit like Call of Duty Elite used to be, but portable. But the whole I'm hoping that second screen functionality will actually go to the Wii U version, as it could be the best on that version, because on Call of Duty Black Ops 2 you can change your classes and everything on the fly with the touchpad without having to pause the game, which was actually really useful and saved time, and it was just a nice thing to have. That kind of thing, and off-TV play, really boosted that version of the game for me except for the DLC problem, for me the best version of the game. But hopefully they're going to take advantage of the Wii U gamepad again. They should do, as they've done it with Black Ops 2, but I hope they take it a bit further and hopefully actually give us all the second screen functionality for the Wii U version, as well as DLC, but that's a topic for another day. I could get into that. That'll just go on for ages, that topic. There was also a nice special edition announced for every console except Wii U. The Prestige Edition has so much stuff in it. Most notably, a 1080p HD camera that goes on your head, like a portable camera. It's just crazy. They had this funny video of 2 people breaching doors of it. Looks pretty fun, but for, I think it's $199, the Prestige Edition. It's just crazy. So I'm not too sad about missing out on that. So, but you know, all the Steelbook stuff is nice. I would maybe get the hardened edition, but it doesn't matter. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. No. But yeah, I'm a bit annoyed that the Wii U version didn't get that. It might be announced still. We never know. I'm more worried about the whole DLC thing. Not getting into that. William. No. What actually is... There wasn't that... There's mainly little additions they've been adding, rather than massive things. Like the new destructible environments, like you can throw C4 somewhere and it'll activate a sort of trap, I guess we could possibly take that from zombies a little bit. Like, if you fire two... there's a bit in the trailer where they fire two rockets at a car and it crashes off the side of a cliff. And I assume that could crush people below. Someone knocking over a fuel station and crushing two enemies. Throwing C4 onto like a wall and breaking it down and getting a sniper point, vantage point. It's all pretty cool stuff. And they say that knowing the maps is going to be harder now because it's all going to change, but it does seem like these bits are a little scripted. You know, so after a few plays, you're going to know not to stand next to the fuel station and everything. But, you know, you can also break them down as cover and all that. I'm interested to see how that works. But, you know, it could be great. One map, I think it's a pre-order bonus, is set in a crash-down skyscraper, a bit like Die Rise, the zombie map. And I'm assuming that collapses halfway or something. The skyscrapers. I think it's like a skyscraper that's be destroyed and like half gone into another one. It's just insane. But you know, all this stuff, it could be really good. It seems like lots of little new ideas that come together to make a really, actually quite a different game. They've said over 30 new weapons, loads of new perks. The pick 10 system is kind of adapted with a bit like the COD points in the original Black Ops game, but you can purchase anything straight away, so you don't have to wait to rank up to get your favourite gun or whatever. And you can have 11 perks if you want, but like one weapon. It's pretty good. It looks like there's a lot of customization. Oh yeah, on that, the customization, you've got, I think you can have 10. You can change the appearance and everything, and the perks, and you can have 10 different characters in your squad, each of like their own 5 different classes. So, and they each have separate levels, but their prestiges add together. So I think if say max prestige was 10, prestige master, whatever. Then if you've got 1 prestige and all of your 10 squad characters, you would have 10 prestiges in total, and you'd get prestige master. I think that's how it works. And that squad goes over to this new mode, which is like Spec Ops or survival of this Call of Duty Ghosts, where you take your squad and you go against AI, which can either be AI representing one of your friends or a random person from the world's squad, or just normal AI, I think. So that's pretty cool, like being able to face off against your enemies, your friends, but even when they're not online, with your squad. And like if you give your squad certain types of weapons, they'll act differently. And apparently the AI will now actually be good, I guess. They'll actually drop shot, or all those fancy words and stuff. I'm sure that's going to be so fun. But there's a lot of new functionality in this game, and I think put together it's going to be pretty good. And I just like the way it looked, and how it just looked pretty new. I'm not sure how it's going to use the next gen consoles. It might just be a graphics upgrade, but oh, and here I've going back to the gameplay. In here I found a use for the Guardian, where I just slow them all down and then I just blast them down. I do pretty well at this point, getting a few stealth choppers in a row or something, I think. But yeah, ran out of ammo there. But look, so many people are getting slowed down here, and I'm just taking them off. But by that time, I've got another Guardian. Yeah, going back to Call of Duty Ghosts, there's a lot of... We haven't actually seen anything about the story, really, which is what I'm quite interested in. Because if you go back to what I would say is the best Call of Duty yet, Call of Duty 4, the story of that was brilliant. And it also had a really balanced multiplayer mode. A bit more simplistic, but I'd say better. And I think that if they can get the story right as well, multiplayer looks like multiplayer looks promising. Okay, I need to see a little bit more and actually play it. I should be going to Eurogamer, hopefully. So hopefully I'm looking to play it there and actually see what I think. And hopefully getting that, what was it, first 500 people who get to play it, get a free Prestige edition, get that camera and everything. That'd be pretty nice. But that was here. I think we're coming to the end of the gameplay a bit. But there's loads of little things on Call of Duty Ghosts I haven't touched upon. But overall, my verdict on the multiplayer reveal was that I'm quite impressed. I'm more impressed than I thought I would be. This year I was thinking I'm probably going to actually stop buying Call of Duty because I was expecting them to, I don't know, I was actually expecting Modern Warfare 4 to begin with, but I didn't want it, but here I come behind them in the gameplay and just wipe them out for free. But, you know, I'm actually really impressed. I think I'm going to get this for Wii U, and I'm really looking forward to it. This is going to be a good game. It's got loads of nice little additions. It seems to have a completely different feel. It's not a sequel like Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 3. Here's the gameplay was good, 57-11, good gameplay, and I got the final kill here, the double kill I think. Tell me your opinions on what you thought of the reveal. I was impressed, but were you? Are you going to buy Call of Duty Ghosts this year? Make sure you tell me. That was me, WSide Movies. See you next time.
Never a doubt. Good job.